Okay, so Kaylin, I want you to introduce yourself and let people know who you are and what you're doing. Things like that.
Perfect. Thanks for having me here, first of all. My name is Kaylin Charbonnet. I go by K-Doll. That's my Instagram at KAEDOLLLL, like a Barbie doll. So, yeah. You want me to tell them about what I do?
Yeah, tell them what you do.
So I do a lot of different things. I'm my hands and feet wet and a lot of community engagement, community work. So by day, I am a sexual and mental health teacher to the youth, ages 11 to 19. But on the outside, I also do hosting, modeling. I also have my hands and feet wet in other community work. I am an ambassador for Kicks for the City, which is a 7-city shoe drive for the homeless. Also, too, I am the young voice of Milgram School. So here I am.
All right, so what's your definition of invest?
My definition of invest is it has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with time. Taking the time out for you, taking the time out to build, because without you as a solid foundation, nothing in your life, nothing, whether it's relationships, work, whatever, it doesn't pan out well. Because you have to invest in you first. So when I think about invest, I think about investing in you and putting forth the best you forward. So whether that be, working out, yoga, therapy, whatever. Just putting yourself in a position to be the best you possibly.
Right. So I know you were speaking on do a lot of outreach as far as the young girls and women. What are some of the things that you see as far as being in that profession? Because I know it's a lot of our people, we don't really see the actual significance of mental health and investing more in mental health. There's a lot of, we from New Orleans, so there's a lot of institutions and different places that had mental health, but they just cut it off. So how do you feel like us as a community should invest more in mental health, different things like that? Because a lot of stuff that they don't talk about. Like our people scared of something.
It's so simple. Being more aware and being more knowledgeable. I think we all come from, different strokes for different folks, different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different cultures and the way that we were raised. But what is all rooted in all is that we are not knowledgeable of what exactly mental health issues are. We're not aware. We don't realize how they can affect us long term. They don't even know that we're dealing with this, just growing up. I mean, think about Katrina and the trauma that we went through. They don't understand that we've been traumatized and we're still traumatized. Think about what just happened with Barry. How we just got re-traumatized and everybody's evacuating and escaping the city thinking that something major is going to happen. But I said all that to say it's about being aware, being knowledgeable, and also to placing yourself in spaces to where you can expose yourself to this knowledge. You can't be afraid of it. You have to go after it too. So that comes with investing as well.
So now I feel like I always heard the saying that you want to hide something, put it in the book. You hear what I'm saying? It's like we are so uneducated on a lot of things, and there's a lot of social issues, like psychological issues. You know what I'm saying? So, like I asked some of the ladies earlier, what are some of the frustrations then that you do working mental health? You do your own thing as far as branding and marketing. What are some frustrations that you feel that you have as it pertains to, branding yourself and putting yourself in a positive light so where people don't get misconceptions of you? Let me get it very right. For critical people, have misconceptions and different things like that. What are some things that you do just to keep it more so on a work ethic, like work basis? You know what I'm saying? Keep it professional.
So thank you for the compliment.
Right.
That makes me, feel very blessed and grateful.
Right.
But I think that when it comes to branding yourself, there's no problem with truly being you, but sometimes people take advantage of that. They take that for granted. They take the fact of me sometimes putting out the full me, like, okay, now I'm approachable. Now you can come to me any kind of way. You can mix personal with business. You can do all that. No. You have to set some boundaries. I think that when, investing in yourself and when promoting yourself socially, you definitely have to set some boundaries. You have to, lay some things in place. As far as specifically with branding, I say always stay true to yourself. Don't be afraid to show struggle. Don't be afraid to show success, but show that there is both. I think that we live in a generation where we look at the bigger picture, the ending picture, and we don't look at what happens in between. So I think that's also too misconcepted too. Like, sometimes we don't look at the struggle as well as how it leads us to that success. Embracing the struggle, really, I should say.
You have to embrace your struggle, you have to embrace your truth. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't put out fake phony stuff, but people they catch it so fast. You gotta be real with yourself, you have to be real with your target audience. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them know who you are so that once they do get more familiar with you, and you get to know you on a personal level, you can be like, well, it's all about building a narrative as well. You know what I'm saying? People see your story, see your growth, and they feel they can associate with that. They feel comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why you want to show the struggle to the success, and even the success to the struggle, and back up, because you want to show people that I am a work in progress. I am growing. I am constantly evolving. You know, there are things that are going to happen, but I can't let it tear me down. I have to let it build me and make me stronger, better, faster. You know, you have to be able to just totally just exhibit yourself. But you do have to set boundaries. You have to.
My knee. Queen, what's up?
How you doing, Pino?
I'm good, good. I just really wanted you to touch on some things that you're working on right now as far as with the fast. So you have your own boutique, you hosting, a lot of things that you're working on. So you can just give me what's your definition of investment.
Oh.
But really for the people you are. So I know who you are.
Oh, I'm Money. I'm a boutique owner. I host. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm 24, born and raised from downtown. Just a black girl with a dream, trying to get out the ghetto. That's really all it is. That's it. So, me thinking about invest, I'm just thinking about investing, like an outcome. So you putting something out to get something back. You know, whether it's you invested in me, you pouring in my cup, I pour in your cup, that's an investment. It don't necessarily be money. You know, it could be a conversation. It could just be anything that's an asset to whatever the situation may be. So, you know, I always tell people, you know, just a small conversation is a small investment that can go very long, very far. You know, just everybody flowers, you know, we blossom. So me pouring in your cup could make your day better, make your year better. You pouring in my cup, you know, because if you pour too much into people, you start to get drained, right? So you invest in a lot of energy into people. So that's like another form of investment. Like, it don't just have to be money. So anything that you put in and you get out is my thoughts of investments, and it don't just have to be the nervous. Like, it don't have to just be money. Because investing is very strong.
Money, right?
Yeah, the money make the world go round, so it can't just be that, not just that. Not just that.
So touch on, you know, your boutique. Then the things you're going over there with your boutique. The name of it, people know the name of it, you know what
My boutique is called Accessories Matter. The Instagram is accessories, a dot, and the word matter. I'm located in the Esplanade Mall, first floor. I sell women's apparel, accessories, and swimwear at very affordable prices. Working on another location before the year is over. The Lord say the same. You know, we'll have a grand opening real soon. But like I said, I sell to the urban women. I have customers of all genres, but my main audience is the black female. You know, the black fly female. Like, I sell styles for fly girls. Not everybody can wear it, you know, and it's not to say, oh, well, you know, it's not for you, but it has to be your style to make it yours, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for the average working class woman. You know, I sell jewelry for the working class woman, but the clothing is more for like outerwear, you know, going to the day club, working out, swimwear, you know, if you're going on a cruise, if you're going on a trip, like the sex appeal in yourself. So, you know, I deal with a lot of women of all sizes, all age brackets, you know, all ethnicities, and learning, just being in the store on a day-to-day basis. My first retail job, you know, it made me learn more about me as a woman, because so many women have, there's so many flaws within themselves that they don't even tell, like, other people until they go and pick out a dress. And they like, you know, I gotta make sure this dress fit. You know, I gotta make sure it don't show these marks. So it's like, it's a lot of things that I've learned, you know, just having a boutique, just being very, I don't know the word, but, just making that connection with a lot of different women. Like, I never had the experience before. It's not like going to school or just working a normal day-to-day job. Like, people confine it to me. Like, women show me, you know, stretch marks from babies or cuts from surgery. Like, it's just a deeper world than just working a normal job.
I mean, you think like some of the most beautiful women have insecurity.
Thanks.
And it's like you say, when they go out to like a store to purchase different dresses, certain items like that, they might see like a small flaw. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they might
Just
not
a
want
little fat underneath their arm. Like, ooh, I don't want that to show.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's kind of dope that you able to touch on it. And women, I feel like more women should look for more women for that type of advice.
For sure.
And that type of control. You don't know, like you say, you pour into one cup. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy that you receive and energy that you give. You have to reciprocate positive energy.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
totally love you.
man, you had a conversation talking about support. So what is some frustration? I'm gonna ask you about the good part too. Well, let's ask you about the good part. How do you garner that support as far as bringing support to your shop, your brand, different things that you're doing? I think we're gonna talk about some other things when we talk about support.
In actuality, it's frustrating when we talk about the word support. Like, just
you going to the day? Go ahead, run it.
like I know, but I'm gonna talk about the good of it.
Right.
So what I've learned is you can't focus on who don't support you. You have to focus on the ones that are supporting you. So it's like, support is it's a small thing, but it means so much. It's just a repost, a like, a comment, a follow, like that's small things that just mean so much to small businesses. And a lot of people tag just small things that would help a small business, would make their day. You feel what I'm saying?
Especially in the time of social media,
right?
So
Exactly.
big, like, you know what I'm saying? People look to social media as their guide to how to live and how to move.
It's a lifestyle, right?
It is.
I agree. So, support is a big factor. I love supporting black-owned businesses. I don't mind supporting any business. Shit, we've been spending money whatever race but hours for so long. I have no problem with investing my black dollars into other black businesses because if we don't support one another, ain't nobody else gonna support us. You know what I'm saying? So support is a big thing. But whatever it is, if I need it, I'ma get it. It was the best move I ever made, literally. I don't care how many people told me don't do it. I'm so thankful I believed in myself and I did it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't looked back since then. Like every day I be like, I'm not going to the job. I bossing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind doing stuff like that. I'm very humble,
Yeah.
You can see, you can take it from me. But I feel like if I'm motivated, consistent, like I said before, and determined, I'm going to keep what's mine.
And then that type of energy continues to talk to people and start saying that it keeps growing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to grind, they see you grinding, that means something, you know what I'm saying?
Right, and I mean, I met you, I met Rizzle, like, I met this guy right here with the camera. And I'm like, look what we had today, I met you at an event, and like, just your energy was just amazing. And like,
my first, you
just spontaneously, we met each other, so it's like, just spontaneously we met each other, and it's like, look what we had now, just from a small conversation, just like, what I'm saying? We got Pino up next, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you just made it out look like you introduced me to other females today, and it's a blessing because you never know what me and these girls will do next. Like, either one of them might link up and do something major, but you know what? The root of it was from you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, that's mad dope, and I love meeting new females, especially like-minded females. It's hard to come by, especially in the city, and, everybody doing the same thing. Everybody think they compete with each other, and it's like, in actuality, bread, you go in that aisle, they got so many loaves of bread companies, like gas stations sitting on the same corner of each other. It's just like, there's enough money for us all. We just gotta do what we gotta do. And it's like, I'm appreciative that I got to meet the females today. I'm definitely gonna link up with them. Like, I ain't one of those females that's like, no new friends. Like, we ain't gotta be friends. We could definitely do business. Like, we could definitely make some things work, We all out here with a
we all young, we all black, we all beautiful.
We all got a lot in common. So we gotta make it work. Yeah, I'm happy you did this today. I'm happy you invited me.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I've always been a hustler. I've never not hustled. So, if you have that in you and you have that drive, then keep pursuing it. You just have to keep perfecting it.
With some margin of error, she was trying to ball for a meta. Rockstar.